I ask for my first year on Bookstagram, and I'm just so happy, and also just a bit like, um, because it's amazing, and I did a story on my Bookstagram, and I just feel so grateful, and I just want to thank all the people who follow me there. And yes. So I asked you on Instagram if you had any question, and if you had anything you wanted to ask me, and I got 6 questions, and I thank the people who asked me those questions so that I could make this video, and so I'm gonna answer them. You can see my little Christmas kind of decoration. So it was quite a struggle, because we have a tiny flat in Paris. I mean, if you live in Paris, you know what I mean. And it was quite a struggle to find how to decorate the house, and also it's like, I don't know, you can see there's not a lot of decoration here, but like it was quite expensive, and I'm like, we still need to buy the Christmas tree, the tree decorations and stuff, so I can't really afford doing more than that. But I'm very happy with this little corner. And yes, I'm gonna start the questions now. So first question, let me find my questions. Of course, yeah, here they are. So the first question is, do you ever feel burned out? How do you stay motivated and consistent on Bookstagram? So I think the key thing for any bookstagrammer, or even person that wants to grow on social media, is that as long as you do something you like, and that, I mean, I started this Bookstagram because I wanted to have like kind of a hobby, and also get into reading again, and I've just started it without having any expectation, and I think that also is the key, because if you don't have any expectations, then it can only surprise you in the good sense. And so I didn't have any expectation, and I also did what I like doing. Of course, I listened to my followers, and I try to do what also they will like, but most of all, if I really like what I'm doing, then I think it also kind of, the people who are with you on Bookstagram, who follow you, who like what you do, they'll be there anyways. And it's also not only about quantity, it's also about quality, and I have an amazing audience on Bookstagram, and it's what makes me stay motivated and consistent, is doing what I like, and having people who like what I do. And no matter if you follow me on Bookstagram, you might have noticed that a few days ago I was quite worried, because I lost a lot of followers, like from a day to another, but it was apparently something many people experienced, but I didn't know that. And I was quite worried, in the sense that I thought, did I do something wrong, because it was just very sudden? Is there something that people don't like anymore in my feed, captions, etc.? It's also when I kind of started opening up to French a little bit, so some of my posts were French and English, so I was like, is that what maybe people don't really like? Because I don't know, so that's why I asked myself a lot of questions, and then realised that it was a kind of Instagram thing, getting rid of, I don't really know what happened there. But even if it was people unfollowing me because they don't like my content anymore, of course I would love to know why, because also I always want to improve and to get better doing things. But then it's also, I got a lot of responses from people who follow me for a long time, or even new followers, but who just like what I'm doing. And everyone was like, it's not you, and yeah, that's what I mean when quality is better than quantity, because it's what makes me motivated and what makes me want to always do better, but also do what I like most of all. So yes. Second question is, any advice for new bookstagrammers that want their account to be as successful as yours? So thank you for saying that my account is successful. So I don't know. I think there is like some little tips that I can tell you, but really what I said for the previous question is really what is going to make you want to do things. And I think one of the key for something to be successful is if you like what you're doing, if you enjoy doing this. So that's the key. And then I would say, for me, what works is posting every day. I know some people don't, and I understand, and sometimes I'm like, isn't it a bit too much posting every day? But it's what I do, because I don't know, I just like to post every day, I guess. And also what you can do is, so on Instagram you have insights, so you can click on that button and see when what time of the day you have the most people viewing or interacting, or what's the word? That's the word. Anyways, reach, the reach, how many people you reach. Anyways, so yeah, you can have a look at that, so that you know when to post in the day. So usually I try to post around the same time. And lately I found something, so I'm using an app now, which I didn't used to do before, and I found it really helpful, because it's basically, I prepare my post and I plan it, and I can also plan many posts, but I didn't really have the time to do that. And it's also good because the caption thing, because I don't know if you've noticed, but when you type straight from the Instagram app, there's like the spaces are a bit weird, so you can't really do spaces. So I used to use a website that it was a bit complicated, and with this app I can just type in the caption and it does all like very prettily and stuff. And I can also on this app so upload the image and tag people on there, so it publishes on itself. So like I plan it for 6, and at 6 my picture is on my feed, and I don't have to do anything else. Just make sure that you have internet on your phone when at the time it's planned, because otherwise it won't. But yes, and then also interact with people, support each other, maybe do some follow trains or some shout outs, SFS sessions, but yeah, most of all, just enjoy what you do and do it because you like to do it. Third question is, what's a book that just makes you happy? That's a really good question, and I haven't really thought about that question. A book that just makes me happy, I would say probably a romance. I don't read many romances, but I don't really know why, because I like them. I'd say romances. Also, I really like Zadie Smith. It's one of my favorite authors, and it's like her writing style is kind of comforting to me. So it's like, when I read one of her book, I don't know, it's just familiar, so it makes me happy, makes me feel good, even if it's not always happy stories and happy happenings. But it just makes me happy because it's also very witty and there's a lot of humour in there. So I'd say, a Zadie Smith book. Fourth question is, how did you manage to have 6k followers in a year? Well, I don't know. I'm very glad and I'm very grateful. And I guess it's linked to what I've said for the previous questions, is being consistent, interacting with people, just yeah, just supporting other people, and then they support you, and then it's kind of a it's just you know, just don't post and then that's all. I mean, it's also a community, a beautiful community where I learned and I learn every day a lot from this community, from all the books there, from all the recommendations. And yes, I think that's the key in, and it's also when I say like what you're doing is also because I'm on Instagram and I like to post pictures and I like to do that, but I also love to read other people's posts and see other people's pictures and talk to them and see their stories and participate in the polls, and all this is just beautiful. It's just lots of interactions and lots of support, and I think that's what got me 6k followers, I guess. And the last question is, oh no, sorry, the fifth question is not the last one. Would you live in another country in Europe? If it's yes, in which one? I don't know if you already know the answer to that question. You might, because I've just been a bit annoying talking and talking over and over again about this country, because I just love and love and love Scotland. I lived, so maybe, yeah, if you follow me from the beginning, you might know, because I'm just really annoying and just always talking about Edinburgh. But I lived for 5 months in Edinburgh. That's where I met my boyfriend. We were flatmates. And I don't know, it just makes me a bit emotional just thinking about this city, because it kind of made me grow up. It just made me be myself again when I really was a bit lost and a bit confused, and I can't even find words to say why I love this city so much, but I think it's beautiful. I love the vibe, I love the weather, of course. I love everything about it, but most of all it's also what it brought me on a personal level. And yes, if I could just live in Scotland, it would be the dream. But you know, Brexit, so maybe when I'll be retired and 80 and will live, yeah, lonely and alone with just a little group of people in a, I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm just a bit annoyed because if it wasn't for Brexit, my boyfriend has to go back to Edinburgh for his last year of university, and I would have followed him, obviously. But now there's Brexit, and I'm not sure I'll be able to, or they won't let me in. So I don't know when they will. We'll see. But of course, when I get the chance to live in Scotland, I will. And now the last question: what do you like the most about Bookstagram? And I think that's a bit the question that summarizes what I've been saying from the beginning of this video. Is the people. The community, just really supportive. I don't have any bad thing to say about Bookstagram. Apart, I mean, my money maybe has some bad things to say about Bookstagram, because it makes you add a lot of books in your wish lists, that's for sure. Also, I spent a lot of time scrolling through Bookstagram instead of reading, so yes, my TBR is also saying quite bad things about Bookstagram, but I have only good things to say, because it's just lovely. And yeah, it's now, I feel like, yeah, it's just really now part of my life, because it also kind of got me this internship, because it's always something you have that other candidates may not have. And yeah, I just love it. I just love the people there. I can't find anything else to say. And I'm just gonna finish this video here. I hope you like it. It's quite a just talking to you video, so I don't know if you like this kind of video. Also, if you want to check, I did my end of the year book tag last week, so I published it. It's my last video, and yeah, if you want to have a look. And yes, I thank you very much, and I wish you a good day and a good week, and see you in another video. Bye!